house planets are just different. They're here on Earth having a very, very intense life experience, and it's one that other people can rarely grasp or understand. Their archetypal ritual symbolically involves them being abducted and taken down into the underworld like Persephone by Hades. They become hooked on the pomegranate, so that's whatever catches their lustful temptation. They all kind of get taken into worlds and realms that are beyond these ones, and these also like bestow them with the psychic gifts and this like higher level of intuition. These are people that are in touch with ghosts and spirits. They're people that can communicate with the afterlife, and they're people that our ancestors and descendants and all cross spirits are magnetized to, because they draw energy from, because they kind of have like one foot in this world and one foot in the other. That represents the kind of lack of boundaries that exists with eighth house people. I'll just call them eighth house people. They have, I'm talking about 1 or 2 planets or a stellium there or more. So when we're talking about these people, there's not a lot of boundaries between worlds. And this is usually first noticeable in early adulthood or as a child. There can usually be some sort of event that involves a deep betrayal or some kind of intrusion of their boundaries, something that definitely makes them withdraw, and it's a wound that they carry on with them through their adolescence, often into early adulthood. There's going to be a lot of transformations that occur in this life, so that is how they move beyond these traumas that usually occur in their early years. These things happen as kind of a separation or early breakdown of the ego, because that's what the 8th house and Pluto and Scorpio energy is all about. It's about ascending beyond the ego. So there's usually some sort of an event that can trigger a form of dissociation, derealization, depersonalization, either acute or chronic, that sort of readies the consciousness for those depths that it's going to go to, that ability to split away from the ego and embody the total spirit. It's also common for 8th house people to indulge in the sort of substances that can take them to the brink of consciousness, that can really take them to the edge, because they're sort of looking for an experience, or more like they're satiated by experiences that go beyond these realms and that are quite hard to satisfy. There can definitely be a taste for death, and again, those early years and adolescence, they can deal with a lot of dark thoughts, and thoughts that they may feel are intrusive or come from dark entities. Thoughts about suicidal thoughts that kind of appear quite intrusive, or it comes from somebody else, and it can be quite overwhelming for them to deal with. And as a general temperament, these people are secretive. They lock people away. They keep a lot inside, often because they feel like people can never understand them, and because their trust means that keeps them in control. If they don't have that control, they become vulnerable and people can take advantage of them. And they're kind of aware that they have so much wealth inside. Pluto means wealth and riches overflowing. The 8th house is money bags. It's opposite from the 2nd house. So people with 8th house planets can definitely build a fortune across their life, and it will be usually assisted by other people. It will involve other people's resources, and usually people that kind of see something in them, see a power in them. There's definitely a force to be recognized, a force to be reckoned with in these people. They have the ability to control the environment without speaking a word. They sort of have the ability to walk into a room and draw everyone's attention without being overt or dominating or loud. There's always something intriguing and fascinating about these people. You always want to find out more, and that is because there is more going on with these people, and there's more going on than they'll ever tell us. And they'll go through many cycles and phases in their life where they let go of the old and welcome in the new. So you can be in their life for a very short period of time, or you can be one that they will hang on to forever. their trust will last a lifetime, but there's very few people that they'll ever give that to. So it's very hard to really know what's actually going on, the dynamics that are within. They will participate in these archetypal rituals by having these descents in mood. They'll withdraw, they will exile themselves, and they will kind of lament in these dark moods, and this is while they are down in the underworld, and they'll rise again. They always know how to. They've been in hell and they've come out of it before. There's resilience. Like, resilience is embodied by these people. They have an amazing stamina. They can just keep going and going through hardship. Like, 8th house planets are tremendous gifts once they are like beheld. And you know, in the mythology, it's always the light of consciousness. That's how we could slay all the heads of the Hydra. So if people with 8th house planets are just aware of these dynamics, just have consciousness of how powerful they are, then they're able to gain a control over this inner life. And it just means that they can reign so much power. They can do whatever they want in this world. I think that this is probably one of the most beneficial, resourceful astrological conditions to be born with. I think these people are amazing and powerful and strong, and they're heroines, and they are Pluto and Mars mixed together. They're like a sexual energy. They are like ravenous. They're obsessive. They're passionate. They get fixated. They have amazing concentration. They are the best friends you'll ever have in your life, provided that they do let you in. They'll be allies that stick by your side till the very end. It's like death, till death do us part and beyond with these people.